Welcome back to the Sunday Business Page.
Many companies talk about corporate responsibility and community engagement. Duquesne Light not only talks the talk, it walks the walk. From employee volunteer work to improve the environment to raising money for causes, from the United Way to the Dollar Energy Fund, Duquesne Light powers it forward. They also educate the public about how to contact government representatives on every level. Here to shed some light on why community engagement is so important is Jessica Rock. She's Vice President of Communications and Corporate Citizenship. Welcome back. It's good to have you on the show, Jessica. Thank you.
Thanks, John. It's great to be here.
You know, we talk a lot about corporate social responsibility. What exactly does that mean?
So corporate social responsibility means what an organization does to give back to the community. So it's one thing to give back in terms of the business that we provide and the fact that we deliver power to 600,000 customers in Allegheny and Beaver County. But what do we do to go above and beyond, to actually give back? Because we don't just work here, John, we live here.
And I'm going to ask you about some of those things, but let me ask you this. You are a public utility, regulated by the Public Utility Commission. Are you doing these things because you're required to do it?
We are not required to do it. It's something we do because we really believe in it. Again, like I said, we don't just work here, we live here too. So the community around us is really important. So between our employees, we donate 3,000 volunteer hours every year.
Wow.
To organizations, and we give about $2 million to those organizations. So all told, in 1 year, we support about 40 different organizations throughout Allegheny and Beaver counties. Well, and again, it's because we want to.
Yeah, well, I think it's great, and that we wouldn't have you on the show if you weren't doing all that kind of good stuff. So let's talk about some of the things that you're doing that you're most proud of. Give me an example or two.
I can absolutely give you a couple of examples. So the first one to talk about is the United Way. We've been a strong supporter of the United Way for many, many, many years. And our employees absolutely get behind the annual employee campaign, which we're just wrapping up.
Right.
And through the generous donations of our employees, and we as a company, we match dollar for dollar. So every dollar that our employees pledge to the United Way or a partner agency, we match it dollar for dollar.
Oh, that's
so
great.
Between those pledges and between our company donation, we've raised almost $500,000 this year alone for the United Way.
Wow. And United Way is engaged in so many aspects of our community, so clearly it's a good cause.
Yes.
I noticed that in one of the brochures you talk about lighting projects. Now that seems something that's right up your alley. Give me an example. What are you doing in the lighting area?
So two of the more recent projects that folks might be familiar with, we actually participated both from a monetary perspective, but then also lent our expertise, because we are the electric utility, to the bridge lighting project.
I love the bridge lighting project, and I want you to light all the bridges.
We would love to. So we participated in that a couple of years ago, and then maybe interestingly enough, and I'm not sure how many people know, those lights were removed from the bridge, and they were used for a second installation. So Garrison Place, Garrison Way, that connects Liberty Avenue and Penn Avenue, it's one of the alleyways that's most used downtown by people walking around. Those lights are now actually creating a canopy in that alleyway. So if you're downtown at night, you should really check it out, because it's very
neat. I did know about that. I think we reported that on KDKA. Let me ask you, though, about the bridges in general. I mean, are we going to see some more lighting coming back? What's the status of that? I know you probably don't control it, but do you know what's happening there? We
don't control it, but I can tell you that we have a very good relationship with the city of Pittsburgh. So as they are looking at the rehab of those Three Sisters bridges, as they're often called, we are absolutely a partner in some of the rehabilitation based on the electrical work that's needed. So we will continue to work with the city and work with them on those projects as they continue to move forward.
Tell me a little bit about some of the other work you're doing. Environmental initiatives?
We do have some environmental initiatives. One activity that we've been involved with for many, many years, along with Friends of the Riverfront, is a project called River Sweep. So along with Friends of the Riverfront and Allegheny Cleanways, we take about 50 of our employee volunteers in the summer months, and we actually clean up the banks of the Ohio River.
Wow.
So we clean up the trails, we'll plant flowers, we'll put benches in, and we actually just, clean up some of the trash that just inevitably finds its way to the banks of the river.
I love it.
And we found some pretty interesting things, by the way.
I won't ask you. No bodies, I hope. Hey, one of the things that I like that Duquesne Light does is kind of I think it's called Use Your Voice.
Yes.
It's a brochure, and I don't know that I can put my hands on it right away, but it's a wonderful brochure because it gives a citizen the names of their state reps, their state senators, their Congress people, and indicates what communities are in each of these districts. So you can figure out who your state rep is. Tell us about that, and is it available to the general public?
Yes, so that's something that we have been doing for a number of years. That is put out by our Government Affairs Department, and it's a publication that they renew every year, and they do provide it to different municipalities and local borough buildings and the offices of the different state representatives and local representatives, so that anybody can stop into those offices and pick up a copy. It's free.
And the new ones are going to be built or made very shortly because we got brand new congressional districts, a lot of new elected officials, a lot of change.
Yes.
So don't ask for it quite yet, but I love that brochure. I really
Terrific.
do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica, very much for coming in and sharing with us.
Thank you,
Keep
John.
up the great work over at Duquesne Light.
We
much
will.
appreciated.
Thank you.
We'll be back with more of the Sunday Business Page in just a few moments. Stick with us.
The Sunday Business Page will be back in just a moment.